Hey y'all, what's up? It's JamiThatsMe here. Listen, I just came to chat real quick. Just a little bit about Real Housewives of Potomac. You ain't gotta go nowhere, honey. Just sit down, okay? We could chat about it. Even if you're not gonna watch the show, girl, like we really can. We could just have a little one too, okay? They did release about, I would say, 9 minutes of the show. So I believe the first 7 minutes is like Gizelle and Karen, a little bit of Ashley, and then there's another clip where we get to meet the new lady, Jazzy, and then Jacqueline is back as well. So they kind of tap into that just a little piece, okay? But real quick, okay, I do want to touch on some things of what I saw. All right, this is going to be real interesting. And let me tell you, the Karen people may not like me this season, and I'm okay with that because it's always a cast member that I'm not going up for all the time. And if people find a way to, feel a way about it. So I want you guys to always feel a way. Have a great day. Say what you say in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But be respectful. You feel what I'm saying? It's a way to disagree, and it's a way to just say, I disagree with it. X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to throw insults around. You feel what I'm saying? So be real careful and set your intentions as the season begins, okay? But y'all got to let me know. Are y'all going to still watch the show? Candiace is not there. Miss Robyn is not there. It's giving new ladies. Wendy is seeming to start a new relationship with Gizelle. So let me know if y'all gonna watch the show. But anywho, y'all know Karen done had that accident, right? She done got in an accident. It's connected to a DUI. I believe Karen got a few charges with that accident. And they played some flashbacks, okay? Miss Mother Etiquette. Okay, y'all know Karen likes to act like she got all this etiquette and stuff and tell people how they can and cannot act and stuff. Well, all right. They flash back to when Miss Karen had said that, back in 2018, I think it was, she mentioned having a DUI before. And I guess she was trying to give somebody else advice. And it's like, child, fast forward years later, you're getting yet another DUI. So that's really unfortunate. So, of course, Gizelle gives Ashley a call. She's like, girl, I'm going to go over here and check on Karen. It's a whole lot going on. So she get Karen out the house because Karen has been in the house. She's been hiding from the people. So she finally steps out with Gizelle. They have a sit down, a good old conversation or whatever. And when they're talking, Karen pretty much goes into this space where, y'all know, when the accident first happened, what we learned was she was saying that it had a lot to do with her grieving about her mother and her father that passed away. And I was being hard on Karen about that, but I do agree with, and I do believe that you're going to forever grieve. It's always going to be ups. It's going to be downs. It's going to be different things that you're going to, you know what I'm saying, go through. Like, you just don't know how long a person is going to grieve, what their process is. They may look like they're doing good, but they still out here, grieving. Now, I do believe that is actual factual, that Karen has her ups and downs. But I do not believe that it had anything to do with her accident. But it's just my personal. Now, whatever your personal is, let it be your personal. This is my personal, okay? I don't believe that it had anything to do with that. And what I found to be very interesting is that when she sits with Gizelle and talks, before she even mentions grieving, she immediately starts talking about Ray, right? And she talks about how they haven't really been in the best place and they got a lot going on. And she says that she don't really fault him for it, right? She feels like it's more so on her, but she does say that whatever they're going through contributed to the accident. To me, I process that as, well, then you're technically kind of blaming him because now you're saying that you want a little support and this, that, and the other. And I stuck it out with him. And when he had his financial issues, I was there and this, that, whoop, de whoop, de whoop. And then you're coming off as though Ray is not being supportive to you. I haven't really seen a time on the show, and y'all remind me, where Ray has not shown up as a supportive partner to Karen. At the most that I've seen Ray do, and they did play a flashback of that, was when he had a sit down with a therapist and they asked him, was he in love with Karen or did he love Karen or whatever? And he said no. And I, in my opinion, think that he was in his feelings potentially because of the change that reality TV made her. I think that he started to see a change in Karen. Maybe she became more about her appearance and stuff, and he was just like, babe, you don't need those things. I don't know, but this is just my, me questioning, speculation, just wondering what could have happened in the dynamic of that relationship. But it still didn't mean that he didn't show her support, because he did. But there was a time where Ray was like, no, I don't feel like I'm in love with her right now. And of course that hurt her feelings, but who knows what those reasons were, right? I don't think so, y'all. To me, I just feel like Karen capping. And at the end of the day, despite it being about grieving and despite it being about your marriage or whatever you got going on, I still think ultimately accountability should be taken on her end to say, regardless of what I have going on, I still made the decision to get behind the wheel, drinking and whatever the case was. Because here's the thing, so many other people in this world are dealing with that and then some. Ain't no telling what they're battling, okay? They could be battling a divorce, a loss of a family member, child, homelessness, or whatever, and they not getting behind no wheel being drunk. So there are a lot of people that are managing their whatever they have going on differently. So and I think that critique with Miss Karen, now I see some people are going to give her a pass because they love Karen. Karen is a fan favorite and everything. But, y'all already know who my favorite was. She is not on this show. But when it comes to Miss Karen, I also will say, being a person that would say, oh, Wendy is not of Potomac, and being a person that often has shown up to be critical about one's behavior, I'm not going to just let her, electric slide, cha-cha slide, moonwalk to the back. Like, it's not really, for me, I'm going to be a little harder on Miss Karen, just a little piece. Now, granted, these are just clips, right? So we haven't seen the full season. I might end up being in support of Miss Karen. We shall see. Now, when it came down to the ladies and them finding out this information, of course, Gizelle was shocked. She was shook, like, what the hell going on? Ashley was the same. She was really surprised. Ashley, to me, often comes off as not genuine. That's just my personal. So I don't think Ashley truly cared about what the hell was going on with Karen. But that's just my honest opinion. I think, of course, she wants to make sure she's alive. Yes. But outside of that, I don't think she cared. I feel like when Ashley learned the news, I feel like she was like, oh, the fans finna go crazy. Oh, the fans finna, oh, Miss Karen Huger. That's what I think Ashley's reaction was. Wendy says that the first thing she thought was, is she okay? The second thing, she was just completely shocked, like, what the hell? Well, when Mia got up there, Mia was just like, first of all, Wendy was trying to be very careful because she was saying, like, I think that everybody should, be responsible or something like that, Miss Wendy ended up saying. But what Mia said, Mia was just like, girl, listen, you can do whatever the hell you want to do to yourself. You can do whatever you want to do to yourself. But when you end up putting yourself in a position to where you could potentially harm other people, girl, no, you Karen Huger, you should have called a car. Listen, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this season, but what I will say, some part of me feel like Mia gave the most honest answer. Everybody else is trying to pacify a little bit of Karen's feelings, like, being very careful when it comes to Karen. But Mia is over here, I feel, saying a lot of what other people already think. Like, girl, you should have just called the car. Like, girl, stop playing. Like, girl, you're Karen Huger. Like, you could do what you want to do, but girl, you damn near could have killed somebody. You could have killed yourself. You could have killed these folks. Like, let's be for real. So it seems like Mia's not going to play the radio with Karen. And y'all know her and Karen was having a little friction last season. So what is also making me think is that she really finna be on Karen's ass. All right. But we just going to have to see how it plays out. I'm not choosing no sides. I don't really have a favorite on this show at all. So it's going to be interesting. Everybody gets a fair chance. Okay. This season. So we just going to see. If I feel like you're right, you're right. If I feel like you're wrong, you're wrong. And we'll just see how that's going to play out ultimately with the ladies. Now, listen, I think Mia is really going to enjoy this time slick dragging Miss Karen. I do, because of the things that she ended up mentioning in another clip about her when it came to the conversation that Karen and Jacqueline may have had. But before we get there real quick, when Gizelle and Karen was sitting down, Karen was talking about how she really couldn't go into detail about things, but then she goes on to speak on her injuries, saying, at the end of the day, my injuries were not life-threatening. So I can't really talk about what the hell happened, but hey, I'm alive, and I don't blame her. Like, yeah, you are alive, and I'm glad that you are. I'm glad that you are alive, Karen, to be able to accept, whatever accountability comes with this, and to be able to move forward and do better, to live, okay? To live, to tell the story, and to get better at it. You feel what I'm saying? But she says she value life, so I hope so, girl. This ain't the first time this has happened to you, okay? Because she said that it happened back in what, or at least she didn't say it happened she didn't say when it happened, but back in 2018, they did have a clip of where she said that she's had a DUI previously. So this is another one. So hopefully, she doesn't get a third one and she really figures all of this stuff out. Now let's get to the new lady because we meet a newbie by the name of Jazzy. Okay. So I'm looking forward to seeing what her personality is going to be bringing to the girls. Okay. I just want to see how these newbies is going to play with the new girls. And it's giving like y'all better do something to make sure y'all are secured because at any moment, okay, they may give y'all a season, may give y'all 2, and then they may say, hey, Robyn, we want you back. Hey, Candiace, are you free? How do you feel after motherhood? Do you want to come back? So y'all better try y'all damnness. Now, don't do too much, okay? Like Angie over there on Salt Lake City bringing in scrolls and trying to have a moment. And don't give us that type of energy. Be your authentic self. But just be honest with how you're moving and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? But don't overdo it because I feel like we could tell when y'all doing too damn much, okay? So I hope, the season's already filmed, so it's really too late. But I hope that y'all wasn't over there doing too damn much and we end up seeing right through it. But anywho, girl, so when they're at the table, I guess they're trying to do an event for Karen. Okay, trying to let her know that they do care about her despite everything that has happened. So it seems like they were doing an event for Karen. And while she's late, of course, we get to know the new girl, Jazzy. What we learn about Jazzy is that she's married to an NFL player that has won the Super Bowl twice. Okay, so I believe she said he plays for the Kansas Chiefs or something like that. So I think it's Kansas. But anywho, yeah, that's what we learn. Okay. Now, when they start asking about Karen, because they like, girl, we supposed to be throwing this event for Karen, but Karen ain't here. So what the hell going on? Have y'all talked to her? Do y'all know what's going on? And Jacqueline talked to her, right? And come to find out, Mia said, yeah, but when you talked to her, you said that she was drunk, so that doesn't count. And everybody's like, wait, what? She was drunk recently? She said, well, when I talked to her, it was given that she was a little tipsy. Like it didn't sound like the normal Karen Huger that I'm used to talking to. And so Wendy said, oh, baby, I don't want no parts of this. Girl, you can go away from me with this. I am not going to be a part of it. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. My name is Benny, and I am not in it. Okay, so I don't know, y'all. Jacqueline, girl, that was being a little piece of messy, and I'm wondering, did you really hear Karen sounding drunk, or are you just saying that because that's just what was on your mind and that's what you were thinking about? Like, because I don't know, I feel like after this accident, and well, here's the thing. One, what I'm thinking 2 things. One, Karen is speaking on all of the reasons that led her to drink and drive, right? And it seems like when she's grieving, when she's stressed, whatever, it leads her to drinking, right? So being that she had this accident, right, she could be stressed the hell out from that accident, and being that she going to be in the house and ain't going to be driving, going nowhere, maybe she did have a few drinks and she was tipsy in her own home, okay? Some part of me feels like she could do that. She in her damn house. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't getting behind the wheel of no car. So that's fine. But then at the same time, I'm willing to believe that Karen could be that shook up. She could be that shook up to where she wasn't going to take another drink, or she didn't have another drink, or maybe you talked to her when she had just woke up from a nap or something like that. Maybe that's what it was. Okay, maybe she was on pain meds, because I think that she said she bruised, like it was her ankle and something else that she said. So maybe it was that. Okay, so you are like, are you being messy? Well, you definitely was being messy about it. But y'all let me know, because I'm like, it could go both ways. Like, I mean, Karen did say certain things are leading her to do that. So did this lead you to do that? And was Jacqueline telling the truth? You was tipsy? Or did you just catch Karen at the wrong time? And I think that may not be a good look to know that this lady that had the accident, and if she wasn't drinking at the time that you said that she was drinking, you putting a narrative out there that she was drunk or she was tipsy. I don't think Miss Karen's going to like that at all. But girl, that's just my personal, okay? And I just wanted to come and discuss that clip with you guys real quick. Let me know if you guys are going to be tuning into the show or if you're only going to watch the reviews or whatnot. Let me know if you saw the clip and what you thought about it and all of that, okay? That's all that I got for you guys at this particular time. I am Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest, but drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.